Right, let's bring Chris Tarrant in because he's here. Oh, there he is, look. There he is. Look at that face. Bring him in, yeah. They can't hear us out there. Because I say bring him in, they can't hear us. Look at this. Here he comes. Look at this. The one and only. The legend. The voice. The man, the myth. Now you come around here. Come and sit in behind mic number 5. Look at this. See how slowly he moves? That's not age, because he doesn't have to rush.
He doesn't have to rush for anyone.
Because he's Chris Tarrant. Look at that face on him, look. Right, we're on now, so mind your language. You know what you're like in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
I work with Bob Geldof, mate. In no trouble.
What does that mean? I don't even know
I'm
what
used
that
to
means.
people using expletives on the radio.
Good morning, Chris Tarrant.
Good morning, Moyles. You found work.
I have, yeah.
All those years sleeping in doorways, you're back in town.
This is it.
So what is this? What is this place?
This.
What's this? Is it a new radio station?
So it's the Phoenix from the Flames. This is the old XFM and the new Radio X.
What's the difference?
Well, it's more green. It's brighter.
It's more green. Doesn't mean a lot to the listener.
Well, it's
the
just
greenness.
I'm on it. End of.
That doesn't mean much to the listener.
Of course it does. That's all you
have
need.
to be King Herod.
What?
Last I heard, you were being King Herod.
I was. Did you see that?
No, sadly I missed it.
Why didn't you come and see it? I'd have thought you were a musicals kind of a guy.
Send me a freebie.
Oh, really?
I'm going to pay to see you.
All right. I'll send you a copy of the DVD.
Thanks.
All right. You can send it home and watch it one night. How are you?
Slim.
Well,
look at you.
Well, yeah.
There's nothing of you.
I've not been able to eat.
You haven't had a muscle for years. Torso, that six-pack.
Look at this. Chris Tarrant back in the Capitol Radio building.
I don't recognise any of these studios.
No.
Any of these people.
Really?
Look at him. What does he do?
I read the news, Chris.
There's a woman.
Yeah, there's a woman.
There's a woman.
Lord.
Hello.
We never had them on the radio.
There's a woman.
We're allowed to say that. We're on X.
No, you had women in your studio. Let me rephrase that, of course. Right? You co-hosted with a woman for a while, and you had a producer.
I didn't co-host. She was my lackey.
Sorry, she was your lackey. And then, of course, you had the lovely Annie looking after you for a long, long time. God love her. I heard a great story that when Chris was doing these radio shows, because Chris used to be on the radio in London for many, many years.
Many years.
The biggest
17.
The biggest thing on the radio in London. Mm-hmm. That's not me kissing his ass. That's fact. Like, it was a money-making machine.
It's that funny little background jingle you put on.
This.
Is that to make you sound extra funky? Mm-hmm. It's not working.
Chris, you know how it works. Don't come in here and pretend you don't know how radio works.
I'm just watching the master at his craft.
True or false? I heard
It's good when you were King Herod.
I heard a great story.
You're good as Herod.
Listen, let me ask you this.
You can
ask me stuff in a minute. I heard that you would sit in the studio with your cigar.
Yeah.
While the track was playing.
Yes.
Back in the days of CDs.
Yes.
You'd be playing the Eagles, Hotel California, having a cigar in the studio. And the CD countdown would be counting down. And he'd go like that. Annie, only 15 seconds left on this. I think you need to put another CD in. And she'd have to run around from the other side of the desk.
Yes.
Put another CD in.
Yes.
And when it was all queued up, then he'd put the cigar down, take his feet off the desk, and then do the link. True or false?
True.
I love that. This is what I should be doing, Pippa, with you.
No.
Yeah.
Go on, give it a go.
17.
Not allowed to smoke in the building, otherwise fine.
Right. Oh, well, here's another great
I
story.
was just going to light up.
Here's another great story. When the radio station that Chris was working for, Capital, when it moved from the old building to this building we're in today, the new rule was no smoking building. It was a no smoking building. You're not allowed to smoke in the building. And everybody's going, good luck telling Tarrant he can't have his cigar in the morning.
No, this is not true.
This is true.
This is not true.
I was here then.
No, you weren't here.
I was.
You were doing the prestigious 2 a.m. slot.
But you remember, because you used to go fishing in the night and listen.
Exactly. But,
Right.
no, they sent around a questionnaire to everybody, but particularly to me. They didn't start no smoking. They said, what would your attitude be if we banned smoking in the studio?
Okay.
And I replied, I would understand that totally, but personally I couldn't come in. Which cheesed them off so much.
So do you know what the rule was?
What?
Right. The rule ended up being, it is a non-smoking building during office hours, and office hours were from the moment Chris's show finished.
Is that true?
Shocking, yeah.
That is true, yeah.
It's true. It's power.
This is how... You don't understand how big Chris's show was.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And every year, year and a half, 2 years, whenever Chris's contract was coming to a close, Chris was like, that's it, last one. I'm not doing this anymore.
Ever again.
Never again. And they would reverse another couple of juggernauts of cash to the front doors and he'd go, okay, one more
One
contract.
more year, but after that, no more missing.
Never again.
Absolutely.
Gone for a while, I must admit.
Oh, my God.
There's that jingle again.
I need to model myself more on that attitude.
Well, you're starting. You've got the slim, muscular body and the six-pack, so you're on the way.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Bit of bottle blonde would help.
You know what else?
How long did you do King Herod?
We did. We did 2 tours, 2 arena tours of Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's good.
Thank you.
You enjoy it?
I loved it.
And what have you done since?
Life changing, Chris. It was
Where have you
life-changing.
gone? What have you been doing? Sleeping in doorways? Where have you been?
I took some time off
Why?
because I wanted to. I'd never had the chance to take.
Couldn't get a job. You were
It
desperate.
wasn't that.
You're hanging around radio station doorways saying, please, can I
Here's
have
what
a 2 a.m. slot?
Do you want me to answer the question?
Yes, please.
Right. So I finished at Radio 1, and then I did the musical with Andrew Lloyd Webber,
Yep.
playing arenas, O2 Arena.
He's talked to little else.
He said the best
And he
Herod he's
says
ever
Moyles
seen. The best Herod he's ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just like his old show. Everyone's talking over each other. And then Dominic and I went on tour. We did our own tour, and I released an album. And then it was Christmas, and then I decided I was going to take a year off, which got extended.
What did you do? Where'd you go?
I started writing
What?
stuff.
Write?
I've always wanted to write, so I
What is it? Where can I read it?
Well, I'll send it to you. What do you? I wrote a few things.
Put the DVD in as well.
I'll give you right. So I'll send you.
Promise me that.
I'll send you.
Promise me that.
Oh my Lord, Lord! I'll send you the DVD and
Okay.
a couple of scripts.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you like a rom-com?
Yes, please.
Okay, then I'll do that for
You're trying to fool me with technology, but yes, I'd like one, please.
you. Yeah, fine. Then I'll do that.
Thank you.
Now, what have you been up to, Chris Tarrant?
Virtually nothing.
I like that.
I tell you what I've been up to.
on.
Channel 5 tonight, Thursday.
Oh man, this is.
Extreme Railway Series 2.
I can't believe that. Number one, they would commission a show called Chris Tarrant's Extreme Railways. And number two, that it would be such a hit, it would come back for a second series.
I know. Tell no one. It was very, very good. The first one we ever did was in the Congo. Probably not a good start. And the train was six days late.
What?
Not 6 hours. Not 6 minutes. 6 days late. That was the very first one we did in Series 1. And from then on, it's just been all downhill.
So what? So the first 5 episodes were you just going, still waiting.
Still waiting?
Still waiting.
No, we filled it in. We sprinkled the waiting time with fairy dust.
No, that's
Then
not.
eventually the train came. Through that. And then it broke down. It broke down in a tunnel.
Why?
In the middle of the night. Now, I tell you now, when you're next in the Congo, you know, where you go when you have a year off,
Sure.
A, don't go, and B, don't break down in a tunnel in the Congo. It's the scariest night of our lives.
And how are these trains? Like, they're not new high-speed trains, are they?
Japanese ones are. Japanese are fantastic.
Really?
Every train, we went right across the island, every train is exactly, not, you know, give or take 10 minutes, exactly on time to the minute. Just amazing. And they look like Concorde, those bullet trains.
Was this your idea?
No, I sort of came in on a meeting and said, actually, why don't we do that? So it started from then.
But do you like trains?
I don't like trains. I'm not a train spotter.
But you,
I like
but you
railway.
do.
I like railways.
Oh, railways.
I love
Okay,
railways.
Okay, fine, all right.
Because you really get to see the countries. You know when you go coming into Paddington, you see in everybody's window.
Right.
Well, it's like that if you do Burma or something. You really do get to see villages and stuff.
So where do you go in the new series?
I went to Cuba.
Right.
We ended up in Guantanamo Bay.
Did you?
There's a place to visit.
Wow.
There's an orange jumpsuit. It was
Yeah.
good.
That's why you should
Japan.
be.
No, Japan was extraordinary. Bolivia was just amazing, all sorts of reasons.
What a gig.
Burma, Canada, and Siberia, which is a tad chilly.
Yeah, I think it is.
On the chilly side.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominic is into his weather. That's known for being cold.
It is, yeah. It's famously freezing,
Good
isn't
job to be a weatherman in Siberia. Another day, very cold.
it? Yeah. Another
Minus
freezing cold
six-
day.
I mean, it wasn't when we were there, but in the winter, bear in mind the guys, they call it the railway of death, rather chirpily. And the
Why would you want to?
millions of people die, or thousands of people died there under Stalin.
Then don't. But why?
They were digging railways in minus 60.
Right.
Now that's cold. We got out, it's quite mild today. That was my Russian. Mild today.
That's very good.
Minus 20.
I felt like I was there.
Oh, it's really cold. Beautiful, though. Beautiful.
If you want to watch this show, it's tonight.
Tonight, Channel 5.
On Channel 5, Extreme Railway
9
Journeys.
p.m.
It sounds like
with
a ridiculous
Cuddly
show.
Chris.
With Cuddly Chris, Uncle Chris Tarrant.
You would actually enjoy it, Moles.
Do you know what?
Tell you now, you would.
I will watch that tonight.
Good.
How about that?
Good, thank you.
I will watch
That's a
it.
listener.
See?
That's double the audience from last time.
9 o'clock on Channel 5. Chris Tarrant's Extreme Railway Journeys. Thanks for coming in. Have a great day.
It's been my pleasure.
No, that's
Good
not
luck.
it. That's not it. That's
Don't worry,
not
you'll find work.
I'm here.
So you found work.
I'm contracted up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the biggest signing this place has ever made since you.
Good Lord.
You know that.
It's been a bit thin, though, since I left.
It's not the same. Well, look, I want to get into that. I've got loads of questions for you.
I've gone.
So stick around. We need to do some commercials. You know what that's like. And then we'll come back.
Sold anything.
Hang on there, Mr. Chris Tarrant. More from him next.
The Chris Moyles Show.
With Priority.
Sorry, I played the wrong jingle. I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. Let me play the right one. Hang on there.
I wake up with Chris Tarrant in my ear every morning.
95.8.
Q.
What?
Then that's when you say hello.
Well, no, there's no money. I don't speak for free, do I?
All right, okay.
What's the point of that?
Chris Tarrant is here. Chris Tarrant, OBE, by the way.
Yes.
Which stands for One Boiled Egg.
No, it does
everybody
not.
know? No?
Order of the British Empire.
Chris, you're an OBE. What do you get for being an OBE?
I drive sheep across Tower Bridge.
Can you?
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
No, but I could I could go now and drive a sheep across if I want to. It's just always there in your life if you want it.
Why don't we set it up?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a private moment between me and my flock of sheep.
You don't have sheep.
I don't want you hanging around with sheep in my vast grounds in Berkshire.
I don't know what you're inferring with that.
Sheep.
Let's just move
Some of
on.
them very pretty.
I don't like it. It's a bit weird. Can I talk to you? Can I interview you properly?
Probably not.
Yes, I can.
No, you probably can't. You probably have not got the capability of doing that, Chris.
I was a huge fan of Tiswas.
Tiswas?
Loved Tiswas.
I remember Tiswas.
Yes,
I'm
you
too
do.
young.
One of the greatest TV shows ever. It was groundbreaking. It was way ahead of its time. As a child, it was brilliant. But I loved it more as I got older and could appreciate the anarchy that show
Well, it did
created.
work on kind of double standards for... when we used to do the road shows, which were fantastic. I mean, you can imagine the Bucket of Water song at the end of these... Just everybody coming up. We just drenched entire theatres with hose pipes and whatever. It's just brilliant. And on the ticket, it would say, no person under the age of 16 is allowed in the auditorium, which you would not get for the Blue Peter Roadshow or whatever. We did the sort of the adult tour. Brilliant.
How many years did it run for?
8.
And then did you leave?
Yeah, we left. Lenny and Spit the dog and I left.
Oh,
Me and my dog.
I loved that. It was just such a great show.
I did a thing with Bob actually a few weeks ago. I hadn't seen that puppet for years. That is such a funny puppet. His face just follows you around.
A funny what?
Puppet. It's just
What
funny.
what do you mean?
Spit.
The dog. Spit the dog.
It's not a real dog.
What?
It's not a real dog.
What do you mean?
It's a dog stuck on the end of a bloke's arm.
No.
in a
Bob would hold the dog here under his... the dog would sit on his arm.
It's a puppet, Chris. It's a puppet.
But how would he do it? Because it's
Come on,
hot.
you're old enough.
He'd have one arm here,
I
and
would
he'd...
not break this to you as a child, but as a barely grown man, I can say it was a puppet all the time. It wasn't a real dog.
All right, okay. They need to bring it back. Would you do it again?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm 103
No,
years
you're
old.
not.
I am.
How old are you? I have no idea how old you are.
103.
Can I guess how old you are?
Okay.
58.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
57.
Hi.
58.
Hi.
58. Can't get higher than that. 62.
Oh, don't be so daft.
Really? 64? 6? 8? You're not... 69? 70? What are you? You're not 69.
No, I'm not actually. I'm 68. It was my birthday next week.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
No, it's too late now. The moment's gone. You haven't sent me a card into a present.
Well, I don't...
My King Herod DVD coming, I suppose. So that was me wrong.
That's what I'll do. That's what I'll send you as a gift.
Thank you.
Is Jesus Christ Superstar on DVD. And it'll sit on the shelf until you're 79.
It won't. I shall watch it.
Okay, all right, good. What are you going to do for your birthday? You got plans? Are you going to
I've
celebrate?
got plans. I'm going to see Michael McIntyre with my entire tribe.
Why?
I mean, most of the audience, my lot.
Oh, God, okay.
Because he's funny.
Well, no, that's
You
not...
remember funny?
No, I know, but...
Used to do funny.
Well, you don't want to go out? You don't want to, like, have a few drinks? Have
Have a few drinks.
All right.
Do all that.
Okay.
Then we're going to see Michael and laugh a lot.
I'd love to see Chris Tarrant after a few drinks. I bet you are...
Many people have.
Oh, I bet you are wild. Oh, I bet you are a fun night out.
Oh, I can have a Sonatogen and go crazy.
Oh, come on. You drink, right?
I do drink.
I
yes.
love that. Because, you know...
I mean, yes.
Because a lot of people get to a certain point in their life and they go, I've done it now, I don't need to drink anymore, and they stop drinking, and they become, let's be honest, they can become a bit dull.
Well, yes.
But you're still going, I love that. Can we go out?
Drinking? Are you still drinking?
Yes, sir.
Heavily?
No.
To excess?
No.
In public places to be paparazzi'd?
No. I'm very quiet with my drinking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't imagine that.
I'm a new man.
You used to be very loud, fat and spotty in the old days.
I was. You're right. Dominic and I did have a couple of drinks after the first show last week.
We did, yeah. It's very civilised.
Yeah.
What, at 9 o'clock in the morning?
No, come on now. No, 1:30 we
That's the
started
trouble
in the
when
afternoon.
you do breakfast shows.
I know.
And you fancy a pint.
Yeah.
And you think, oh my God, I'm turning alcoholic. But actually you're not, because it's like a normal guy doing a morning's work.
Yeah.
At about 12:30, you think, I'll go for a beer now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
but it's not great for you in the longer term.
Well, no, it wasn't great for me at all. Back in the day when I was a little bit larger than I was now, that was mainly down to drink. So now I have to watch myself.
Are you a bit of a bore now? Are you a bit born again?
I'm not boring. I'm a bit boring. I've always been a bit boring in real life.
Yeah, you were.
You know, it's all an act.
Yeah, no, it's not really good act, actually.
It's like on the radio. Chris Tarrant was always so happy, and on TV, hello, I'm Chris Tarrant. But in real life,
quite a good one.
Thanks.
Hello, hey. People
I
always talk like I've never talked like this in my life.
But you've heard my impression of you before,
Yes,
right?
I have.
And it's good.
It's quite good.
I like to think that you like John Coleshaw, his impression of you, and mine.
And Mike Osmond.
And Mike Osmond, got to remember
Osmond does
Mike.
the best. Well, the thing is, with guys like you and me who have our ears on all our lives, and
Yes.
silly headphones on, we actually know what we sound like. Most people don't know what they sound like. They actually don't. They hear their own voice and they go, oh, do I sound like that? And I really do know what I sound like. I spent years listening to myself. So when someone goes, hey, Chris, how are you today? I go, that's just like me. That's incredible.
I hate John Coleshaw's impression of me, though.
Why?
I just hate it.
Spot on.
I don't like it.
He does a big padded suit, doesn't he? Put some
Yeah,
stick
that's
on
right.
spots on his face.
I don't have spots on
You
my
used to be
face.
very spotty.
I was never spotty.
You were spotty.
What, back in the when we worked together?
Yes, you
I
were
was
very
22.
spotty. We wouldn't let you in the studio for spots everywhere.
Please, you were very nice to me when I was
Very
here.
nice to you.
Stop trying to pretend that you weren't.
I quite liked you as a promising little chappie.
He was very nice. He was listening. He'd listened to me because Chris used to go. This is true. Chris loves fishing
Yes, this is true.
and would go and fish during the night.
Yeah.
And then go straight from fishing in to do the breakfast show on the radio. So I'd be on in the middle of the night, and I remember him going, "Sounding good," and I'm like, "What? Sounding good? I've been listening." I'm like, "Really? Yeah." And I genuinely believed he's been very nice, but he's not heard it. But you would listen while you were fishing in the middle of the night.
There's nothing else on.
Crazy. Fishing in the middle of the night.
Good. You're sounding good, Moyles.
But isn't
You
that
sound great?
Surely all the fish are asleep at night.
No, they're not. It's the best time to catch big fish.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I did. I tell you what, I once caught a very large carp just before I was supposed to leave. It was something like 10 to 5 or something. And I was in just such a good mood. And I did the best breakfast show ever. Till about 10 past 7. There's I just went back in my box. I did my 28 in a row splot. Splot?
Can we play a game with you?
No.
Can we play fish or not a fish?
It'll be really boring.
It won't
Your
be.
radio games are always really feeble.
No, they're not. Just go with it.
No, because I'll go on the phone with Debbie McGee or something.
Just stop it.
Well, whatever.
Right.
Sharp.
Let's play fish or not a fish.
Hang on. No, I'm doing you.
Sorry,
You're the contestant.
Okay, I'll be you then.
And let's do it properly. Ready?
Okay.
Let's play fish or not a fish.
Scary. It's quite scary, that bit.
Have you noticed I've turned down the lights as well? I mean, granted, it won't work for the video because no one can see us. So let me just put them back on again. There you go.
What's better?
Okay, got Chris Tarrant here. He's doing very well. We're going to play fish or not a fish.
Okay, I'm ready, Chris.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's play.
Lost it now.
I have lost it now. I want to do it properly with the music and everything. I know the show off by heart.
Let's play fish or not a fish. Okay, question number 1. Fish or not a fish?
Okay.
Flag plenty. Flag plenty.
Have I got any lifelines, Chris?
Yep, got 3 lifelines. Got fun of ask the audience, and something else, and another one, And another one.
Well, I don't think I'll bother with those, Chris. I feel confident on this one.
Yep.
I think flag plenty is an obscure fish found very occasionally in northern Mongolia. And that's my final answer, Chris.
Yep, it's right. Very well.
Yay!
Because you don't do final answers on the first 5, remember? You just straight in, remember?
You're such a sad animal.
Okay, question number 2. Smelt. Is it a fish or not a fish?
Fish. Final answer.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
You're on
Crappy. Crappy.
How dare you?
Crappy. Oh, as a
I
fish.
thought you were referring to my jacket.
No, no, the jacket. As a fish or not a fish?
Final answer. Fish.
That's 3 out of 3. Well done. Okay, 2 more.
I've had a lovely day, Chris, and I met you. Can I go now?
No, it's not
Been on the
bullseye.
telly. Can I go?
Not bullseye. Thanks, Jim. We've had a great time.
Go. I've got 300 quid. I can go.
No, you can't.
Force me to go on. I
You can't leave at 300
I
quid.
might leave everything. Yes, I can.
This is why the show's not on as much
We
anymore.
had a
You
girl.
forgot the rules.
We had a girl once who left on £300. Very nice girl. From
She got it wrong.
No, she left at 300 quid.
I didn't think you could leave till 1,000.
You can leave at 300 quid. You can leave at 100 quid.
I don't know if that's true.
And famously, there's
Yes.
a girl in America who went out on the first question. This is a true story. Having used all 3 lifelines.
No
On the
way.
first one.
First one.
How did she even find the studio?
How did she tie laces in the morning? I don't know.
Okay.
Next question. Fish or not a fish? Question 4. Ladybank.
Ladybank?
Yep, ladybank. Fish or not a fish?
I may have to use one of my lifelines on this one, Chris.
Okay, which one do you want to use? Do you want to use 50-50? Ask the audience. Phone a friend.
I think I'd like to ask the audience, please.
Do phone a friend because
No.
we've got the music for that.
Phone a friend? Okay, who would like to ring? Dominic's there next to you. Okay, sure. All right, let's do it. Let's see if Dominic's there. Hello, Dominic.
Hello,
It's
Chris.
Chris Tarrant here from Fish or Not a Fish.
Hello, Chris.
Got Chris with me, doing really well. He just needs your help on the next question. Next voice you hear will be Chris's. He's going to ask you the question, and then we'll run out of time. Off you go.
What was the fish again, please, Chris?
Ladybank.
Oh, yes. Hello, Dominic.
Hello, Chris.
Ladybank. Is it a fish or not a fish?
Oh, now I don't know for definite. I'm not 100% sure,
It's a
Chris.
mistake to ring you.
I'm 75% that I don't think it's a fish. I don't think it's
That's
a fish.
not very helpful, is it, Dominic?
No, I'm sorry,
It's been
Chris.
my mate.
Sorry. I don't think it's a fish. That's what I go with, Chris. Better luck.
Thanks, Dominic. Okay, Chris. I'm going to say it's not a fish. That's my final answer on Dominic Say So.
Okay, final answer. It's not a fish.
Not a fish.
Okay, for the big money, is he right? We'll find out after the break. See you in a few minutes.
You can't do that, Chris. No, don't do that, Chris. He never does that.
2, 3, 4.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back now.
We didn't sell much advertising on this show, did we?
Okay, we're back, and we've got Chris Tarrant with us. He's
Thank you.
doing very, very well. He's got 4 out of 5. Will he get the next one right for the chance to win loads and loads of money?
You do say
Money.
Money.
So you just
I've
did
lost
it
the
then.
plot of this because you didn't tell me if I got the last one right or wrong.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, come on.
Okay, you said Ladybank.
Was not a fish.
You're genuinely actually quite excited to find out, aren't you?
Not
Be
really.
honest. Yeah, you are.
Do you know I couldn't give a toss? I couldn't give a monkeys.
Well, guess what? It's the right answer. Well done. You got it right.
Oh, well, I've had a lovely day, Chris, and I met you. Can I go now?
Yes, you can go. But actually, no, you can't.
Have you played any records on this station? Is there any music at all on this thing?
Yeah, we can, do you want to play a song now?
Anything.
Okay, let's play this. And more from Chris Tarrant after it.
No, Chris Tarrant's going home.
No, you got one more link to do. Just stay with me.
Channel 5 tonight.
We've got,
Express Railways.
no, you're not going yet.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. One
Must
more
we
link.
go?
Stay there.
You're unbelievable.
And cue Chris.
Hello, welcome back. Hey, 8:46 on the big one.
95.8.
Capital FM. Oh.
Do you want to take a phone call?
No, thank you. It'll be a nerd.
Well, it's our John.
It'll be a Moyles admirer.
Morning, our John.
Good
Hello,
morning,
John.
our Chris Moyles, and good morning, our Chris Tarrant.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Chris?
Well, thank you for caring. Fabulously, thank you. This is one of the great peaks of my life.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's one of the great peaks of my life because I used to listen to you back in the days.
Did you?
When you was on, and you used to write into you as well.
What sort of things did you say? You wrote?
No, I write good things, and, you know, it's so good to hear you back on the radio.
Thank you very much. This is only a one-off. I'm not doing this again.
I was actually worried about you when you had your stroke.
No, I'm good. Thank you very much. Bless you. I'm completely sorted, actually. I'm sickeningly well. I'm very lucky because it was quite a scary old time.
Yeah, and then I met you at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when you...
Wow, I love how you seamlessly went from Chris's stroke, where he goes, it's quite scary, actually. You went, yeah. And I met you at Millionaire as well. You need maybe a bit more sensitivity, John.
No, he's
okay,
right.
Coming from me.
He's a caring man.
No, do you know what? I am a caring man.
Yeah, you are. Thank you.
Chris used to wake me up every morning.
I've got to go. John, I've got to go. Okay, bye.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. But
so you've been on 2 weeks. That's your only caller.
A week and a half, and he actually, that's
he's a member of your
sadly,
family.
that's the...
He is a member of your family, I can
been on
tell.
twice.
He's got that Morsey pizzazz about
If
him.
he's a member of my family, I'm adopted. I'll tell you that for nothing. Chris Tarrant is here. Everybody has to watch his show tonight. It's called Extreme Railways, and it's on Channel 5. Now, I know that sounds like a made-up show, but it's not. It's real. Series 2 of Extreme Railways.
So many millions watched the first series.
If you thought they were extreme before, you've seen nothing yet.
What are you doing now?
Chris Tarrant's Extreme Railways Series 2
That doesn't
tonight
really
at 9.
work because you can't do the deep voice.
That's
That's
it. That's it.
that.
On Channel 5.
It used to be that bloke, Bill Mitchell.
Can you get my deep voice on, please, down here?
You'll scream like you've never screamed before.
That's not deep. You're just whispering.
Deeper than yours.
You're just whispering. There's a gravel in yours, but that's age, which you have over me, granted. But I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Because I'm down here.
Don't.
You're up there.
No, I know I'm deep. I'm deep down. Have you found it?
Trying.
Okay, he's trying.
He's not very good, is he?
You don't know what he's doing down there.
Fun little chap. Is he in your contract? He has to be down there all morning.
He's got to be on his
That
knees.
smile in your voice.
Pressing
That's the job.
Chris Tarrant.
What? What's he doing, little man, ferreting around your ankles?
Do you not fancy being on the radio regularly?
No.
Really?
No.
Why not? I mean, I know you've
Done
made
it. I've done it to death.
But you didn't enjoy it? You must have enjoyed it.
I loved it. I absolutely had the best time of my life.
Okay.
And when I left, that was the over. I do the odd bit, but I don't really want to be tied down every day. God, no, thank you. What are you doing now to that poor little chap?
I'm trying it.
Just talk amongst yourself, listeners.
I'm trying.
They went across then.
I'm trying to get my deep voice.
What?
Chris Tarrant's deep voice.
It's not working.
We'll just leave it.
Just forget
We'll just
this
leave it.
routine.
Don't worry.
It's going
You
nowhere.
can get off your knees now, Dave.
Thank you.
Not the first time you've heard that.
Right.
Now, I think you should come up. Why don't you do an hour with us 1 week?
It's my idea. I've done an hour with you 1 week this week.
Well, that's true. And another week.
No.
Okay, fine.
For
you know,
what,
and
for a
giggles.
laugh?
Yeah. All right. We'll pay you.
Will it? Handsomely?
Did you own
I'm
any?
a man playing with my ankles.
Do you own any of the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire format?
Yes.
You do.
And there are repeat fees.
Like,
It's on all the time. It's on every day, 5 times a day.
and when it gets sold around the world, do you get a back end of that?
I get some of some things.
That must be a gob of money.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Quite large.
Oh, that's why he doesn't need to work anymore. That's why he goes, I'm going to do a show about railways.
Extreme railways.
What is it,
tonight
around the
on
world?
Channel 5.
That's a good gig. Why not?
Exactly.
How much money did he make out of Millionaire?
It's none of your business.
Did Millionaire make you a millionaire?
Yes, of course. It was already a millionaire.
I've seen now. That's the reaction when when you went. Of course it did. Now that means it was loads of. That's a ton. Imagine if you made.
Very nosy. How much are they paying you for this contract?
I've no idea.
For this rag bag, of course. You know.
I don't know
to the penny. How
I
much you're
don't.
getting.
I really don't.
This shambles.
Genuinely don't know. You know
Are they
why?
paying you if you last the fortnight?
I was just happy to get out of the house, Chris. That's all it was.
The house were happy to have you out.
Well, they were. Well, no, I live on my own, so it's a lonely existence. That's right.
Significant other.
Apart from Dave in the morning, there was nothing.
Oh.
Well,
No
that's not entirely true.
No little Moyles is.
There's no little Moyles, no.
God, they'd be ugly. It would, wouldn't
That's
they?
not true. It depends who I had them with.
I suppose there's a half a chance.
Yes.
But then again, would you get anybody, in the genetic pool that was that attractive to help the genes? No, you probably wouldn't.
Listen, you know nothing.
I know everything.
I give it that I live this lonely life, but I'm not that lonely.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm really not.
You're one of those people who has no life outside the radio studio. You're like Tony Blackburn.
That's it. That's exactly. Tony Blackburn's now sitting home going, oh, actually, he is quite similar to me, actually.
Your Chris Tarrant impression is very close to your Tony Blackburn.
I just realised that myself.
Hello, Tony Blackburn here. Who wants to be a millionaire? What? No,
Because it's that affected voice that all you old
do
DJs
not have an affected voice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course you
and also
did.
this thing about you are now one of those old DJs.
Me?
You're not Radio 1 anymore. You're not down there with the kids. You're working with Vernon Kay and Johnny, whatever he's called.
Johnny Vaughan. You know what his name is.
I know him.
Not Johnny Rotten. Johnny
one
Vaughan.
of them. He'll be on next week.
Well, listen, I could talk to you for hours. When can we go out, you, me? I want to do this on the air.
Worse, I'm away that day, washing my hair.
No, I haven't given you a day yet.
No, but that one's particularly tricky. No, I don't want to go out with you.
Where do you live? I bet you live in Surrey. Do you live in Surrey?
I live in Berkshire.
Oh, hello.
I've got a little lean-to round the corner here in London town. I live mainly in
Well, why don't we go out one night, have a bit of dinner, a few
I
drinks?
don't want to have dinner and drinks.
You're not interested in socialising
Is
with me?
spud you like and some cheap old warm plonk?
You're so
no.
rude. You're so rude.
The waiting list of top Hollywood A-list actors and actresses who want to go out with me for dinner and spud you like.
Name one.
Angelina Jolie, she's coming on next Tuesday.
Yeah, she's chomping at the bit.
Apparently her and Brad are a bit,
Oh, really?
since big boy moved into town.
Is that true?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Now we're finding out all the information about Chris Tarrant. Since Big Boy moved into town, it's probably my favourite line in the entire interview. Well, listen, lovely.
Interview? Have we done an interview?
Hey, I asked you some questions.
Fish or no fish?
Listen, thank you for coming in.
It's been a thrill.
You've enjoyed it, right?
Good luck with
You've
this
enjoyed it. Thank you.
ragbag of a show.
Come back anytime.
No, thank you.
No, I mean it.
No, I don't.
No, well, come back. We'd love to have you back anytime you like.
And I bet you if I came back, none of these staff will still be here.
In this room, they will be.
They won't be.
It's pretty much in the contract. They can't get rid of them. Not without my say.
They'll leave.
They won't leave.
They'll leave.
Listen, you know what you were like.
I'll work with you ever again.
The what?
She doesn't
Get near the
wanna work
mic.
with
Come
you
on,
ever
mic technique.
She
please.
doesn't want to work with you ever again. Dominic looks fed up.
I stole Pippa from the BBC to come and work with me.
Did you?
Yeah. Granted, Dom was pretty much living in the same position I was. He was just... I rang him. He answered the phone. He went, yes, I will. And then that
Pippa
was
doesn't
it.
look
That was it.
happy. I think Pippa's made the wrong choice. But she's got that look.
Pippa always looks happy, Chris.
No, she doesn't. She's got that look of like, oh, God, why am I here?
She's intimidated by Big Boy, who's just arrived.
Big Boy's in town.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Everybody watch the show tonight.
Yes, please.
Chris Tarrant on Channel 5, going around the world on rickety old railways. I know it sounds mental, doesn't it? It sounds like a weird dream that we've all just had together. But it is tonight on the television, and I will be watching. I will review it and talk about it tomorrow.
Oh,
There you
very
go.
kind.
And it doesn't matter if I do or not, because he won't be listening to the show tomorrow.
No, I won't. Of course I won't.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend that is Mr. Chris Tarrant. Thank you, Chris. Applause. Have a lovely
Don't do
day.
that, 'cause Steve Wright does that.
All right, okay. Yay, Chris Tarrant. Woo! It's 8:55.